Newsflash, if you have to change your style and identity for a man, you're a pick-me. Like, that's literally the definition of a pick-me. I see why there's so many pick-me's out there, because y'all don't realize you're pick-me's. And
hey bestie, welcome back to the channel. I have not posted in a week, so I hope you're happy to see my face just as much as I'm happy to be here for you today. Okay, if you're new here, hi, my name is Kai. I am a beauty brand designer and strategist, and on my channel, we talk about the world of beauty business. I'm talking about branding, marketing, celebrities, influencers, and any sketchy shit that's trending online. So if that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead and subscribe. You know where it is, okay? Okay, and join the family. We'd love to have you. Okay, so we got the bangs. We got the bangs back. The bangs. Oh. We got the bangs back. So I hope you guys have been well. I hope you've been taking care of yourself and putting yourself first. Okay, so today's video, this is gonna be a good one. Okay, I've been wanting to talk about this, and I finally have a channel to just rant about it. So that's what we're gonna do today, okay? But I just wanted to quickly shout out all of you guys, every single one of you, because you're so amazing. I appreciate those of you who are always returning to see my content and motivating me and saying nice things. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so I have to shout out this TikTok creator because she really inspired me to make this video today. This topic really brought up some unresolved frustrations that I have with the KarJenners that we're going to talk about today. We have to, okay? Now, the Kardashians do a lot that gets on my nerves. They do. But today, we're going to keep it strictly beauty and fashion related, okay? Despite everything else, we're going to keep it on brand. Specifically, we're going to talk about how the KarJenner family have mastered the art of completely changing their style and aesthetic to match whatever man that they are dating at that time. And I just want to say that no, this is not about influence. That's not what we're talking about with the KarJenners, okay? This is a full-on style and personality transplant, like a full-on rebrand every fucking 6 months. No, I mean that's let me be fair, maybe every 6 to like 2.5 years, maybe, however long their relationships last, then that's how long their rebrand lasts. Okay, and before we get into the beginning of everything, drop me a comment if you have ever changed your style and your aesthetic and your vibe for a man, okay? Personally, I can't relate, but let's get into today's video.
Look at this. Oh, perfect. Oh my God. Isn't it great?
The notorious shapeshifters of Calabasas, the KarJenners. Okay, let me not throw every family member under the bus today. Today, we're going to specifically talk about Kylie Jenner, Kourtney Kardashian, and a little bit of Kim Kardashian as well. Now, if you don't already know, I have beef with this family. Well, how could you know that? But I do. And listen, it was not always like this, okay? When Keeping Up with the Kardashians first aired, it was hard not to like their family. They were a bunch of funny, rich white people being chaotic. Now, that is entertainment, okay? But over time, I guess also with me getting older, their motives became clearer. And my perception of the KarJenners shifted. And a lot of that has to do with me being Black and seeing them always finding themselves in situations to profit off of Black culture. In order to survive in a constantly changing world, humans have always had to adapt. I mean, we learned this in school. It's literally a part of evolution. Blending in and adopting similar behaviors and fitting into different environments is a survival instinct. But when you mix that concept in with the vicious, money hungry, and clout chasing people in Hollywood, that whole I'm just adapting to my environment no longer applies. And let's be real, no one has mastered the art of adaptation like the Kardashians. They don't just change their style for fun. They don't just go through an innocent phase. No. Every move they make is calculated. And every aesthetic shift is a marketing strategy. And let's be real, okay? Because we're about to get really real and deep in this bitch. So buckle in. Let's just be real. If it wasn't for the Black culture, the entertainment industry, and hell, honestly, the world would be bland as hell. Okay? I'm talking unseasoned, dry as hell if it wasn't for the Black culture. Come on. This is perfect timing. Black History Month.
Move, bitch! Get out of my fucking way! It's Black History Month!
Amen. Okay. And no one understands this better than the Kardashians. You know, outside of Black people, of course, but they know. Okay?
Rise and shine.
Literally, when I saw the photos of Kylie or like her IG stories, I was like, who that? I was like, is this Lily? Like the poses and everything. Somebody made a comment like, oh my god, her mannerisms mimic Lily's now. We already made a separate video on that. But like the stance, the girls that get it. If y'all have never had like a fan girl copying you over a man, like it shows. It's obvious. Like bro, like this is Lily Rose, by the way. The shoes and everything, like the fit and everything, same purse, down to the T. Like, by the way, Kylie never dressed like this before, so there's obviously some kind of copy. And then the mirror selfie, she was like, this is the Kylie Jenner everybody knows. This is the type of mirror selfie she used to be taking when she was dating Travis and Tyga and all those rappers and whatever, when she wanted to look cool and like, boss bitchy, Zoe baby mama, Snow Bunny aesthetic, like, these type of stuff, not that one. But now it's like a bit softer, like before it was like, yeah, I'm with Travis, I'm with a black, yeah. But now she's like, I just a baby, I just a girl. You gotta have to be psychotic to notice these. But trust me, the people that get it. There's thousands of people in my comment section that get it. So I'm glad they found these videos. But it's just like painfully obvious, bro. I'm like so embarrassed for her. Like I know Lily's like, what the fuck? New Kylie is just so similar to Lily Rose Depp in every way. Sure, people's styles evolve, but y'all know the Kardashians. Most of them are pick-me's, and they're insecure, and a lot of them have the tendency to morph into their boyfriend's exes just so they can feel more secure with their man. People think that's normal, but that's just a case of insecurity and like identity crisis. But y'all can't tell me this is just a coincidence. She went from a baby mama rapper baddie to this flower girl la 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 when she started dating white boy Timmy. Bro, she's like, her face changes often, but this is like just way too similar. It's just too eerie. She's doing the same facial expressions as Lily Rose Depp. Sure, it might be a coincidence, but I don't think it's 100% a coincidence. Like, she definitely knows what she's doing. The Kardashians know what they're doing. They're marketing geniuses. Like, people thinking this is not realistic. They're the same people that fell for the whole Kylie's lips are natural when she was trying to gaslight y'all into thinking that she was lying. Yo, please. It's very possible for Kylie to be copying her, but then trying to act like we don't really notice. Like, I'm sure Lily's like, who's this fan? Also, Kylie doesn't really fit into like Lily and Timmy's world. That's why she's kind of ignored in that scene. So it makes sense that she's trying to fit in more with Timmy and these people's aesthetic. Please, this is not the same as this. Like, please. But the people trying to gaslight us into thinking that we don't know what we're talking about, like, we know exactly what we're saying. These are the same people that believed Kylie Jenner's lips were real back in like 2014 when she was trying to gaslight y'all into thinking she overlined her lips. And anyone who thought otherwise, oh my god, you're just mad and jealous. Like, it's like, no, we're just pointing out the obvious. She's just a girl. A little bit insecure, but obviously this is not her original style. Bro, it's giving literally Lily Rose Depp. She never really wore this style. And Kylie in flats. When did you ever see that girl wear flats before? Like, I'm sure she's worn it before, but like she didn't make it like a staple piece in her fashion. Like, a lot of her style now looks like she's morphing into Lily. Like, I know you can see. And just to give you some examples, this is how she used to dress when she did wear Chanel. Like, she wore like the kind of trashy Fashion Nova monogram designer Chanel, not the classy type of style. Like, we always gotta have the receipts, like this is how she dressed when she was in her rapper baby mama era. This is her in Chanel again. This is her version of Chanel, the ghetto fashion. This is her again. Yes, I have hella receipts. And yeah, this is when she was younger, but Lily also had photos in herself in Chanel when she was younger, and she looked exactly like this with the same style. So and then this, and then there was also literally this. And let's be serious, please.
Yo, the switch up is wild, especially when you put it in a video and you have the proof, okay? The switch up is crazy. Now, look, I'm not bashing Kylie for switching up her style, okay? That is completely normal, especially as you get older and she's a mom now. Your style change. It refines as you get older, okay? For some people at least. But, you know, that's understandable. I'm not judging her on that, okay? But come on. Going from gold grills and the rapper girlfriend-esque clothing to Chanel loafers, flats, and just a more refined and more and less out there look, Kylie is just it's so her style switch up is it's not even about evolution. It is really based on who she's dating, who she is seen with, especially out in public. So it's really obvious. But if you can't see it, girl, then keep watching. Just keep watching.
The people defending Kylie Jenner and the Kardashians are so embarrassing, especially when it's black women like this. Like, please, I don't even like you. These are the same people that cosplayed as black women for like years. So you're telling me it's just a coincidence that Kylie went from dating black rappers and like the ghetto white girl wannabe black girl stuff conveniently, right? Conveniently when she was dating black men, because I'm sure she would have done this when she was dating a white boy Timmy, right? Because if you remember her previous boyfriend, Scotty Simpson, he's a white blonde guy. She never did any of this. And then a year later, she starts dating Tyga, Travis, and all the other blacks. You see her transform into this. And then a couple months later, she starts dating white boy Timmy. And all of a sudden now, conveniently, she just grew up again. She grew up into a white woman. She grew up from cosplaying a black woman into a white woman. Okay. Y'all see how dumb you sound? Y'all see how embarrassing you sound? Like, I bet if she were to date a black man next, she would go back to this aesthetic. Please be serious. She started this new coquette doll-like face. She started dating Timmy. This wasn't her before. It's not a coincidence because she does this with every single relationship she's in. It really can be a coincidence because her life is very public. So there are people that are taking photos, judging, and literally monitoring what she does. This is the same girl that literally copied all her business and brands from smaller businesses. And they were like in the process of suing her. Like, she didn't come up with anything original. And people were still trying to defend her over the small businesses she scammed. Anyway, this is really embarrassing for you. I'm gonna keep that pushing because this is the same Kylie. Like, she's clearly trying to be this girl now. Let's keep it a buck. You know, he's dating him, and now she's copying her mannerisms and style. Typical insecure girl move. Like, it's some just delete this right here. Newsflash, if you have to change your style and identity for a man, you're a pick-me. Like, that's literally the definition of a pick-me. I see why there's so many pick-me's out there, because y'all don't realize you're pick-me's. And obviously I know the people defending Kylie and this behavior and Kourtney and the Kardashians morphing into their boyfriend are only defending it because they do the exact same thing. From people who have self-love and confidence looking from the outside, it's like really embarrassing because it just shows that you don't have a sense of self identity. Like, just wear what you like and do what you want. It's cute to match with your mans every now and then, but like to pivot your entire personality and style like Kanye did to Kim, Kanye does to all the other girls, is literally insane. It's embarrassing. Like, this is Kylie. This is Kylie day one blueprint. This is like this is what she started off with. And she went from this to this, wearing cornrows, and a black man. Also, not you excusing her black fishing. Literally cosplaying as a black girl while she was dating rappers. That's what you would call a pick me. They literally want to be picked, especially when it comes to men. She's like, yo, pick me. You can see I'm just like you. You and we go together real bad. You and I were perfect together because we are so similar. It's one thing if like, oh, okay, this is how she usually dresses and like her style. You know, people's style change and evolves, but it's so drastic. Not a coincidence that it ironically starts matching the girls her boyfriends used to date and their aesthetics. It's how you go from this to this in like 3 months. You, please. Like, it's okay. She's a pick me and so are you.
It's true. Kylie has always been a style chameleon. But it's just so interesting how she adapts to each man's aesthetic. And when you think about her current boo and seeing what he wears, right? What I think Kylie is doing is shaping herself and her style to fit the aesthetic or what that person's, like her boos, what their audience would probably like, okay? If that makes sense, right? So it's not necessarily about what the man is wearing because they're not dressing to complement their man. They're dressing to conform and fit into this mold of what that person's girlfriend should be like in the eyes of that man's audience, if that makes sense. So that is why I don't believe that Kylie is just trying these styles for fun. It is really calculated. It is calculated. I mean, come on. Look at their mom. That's all you need to know right there. So every time Kylie dates someone new, she subtly aligns with their image, which is a tactic to pull in the favor of their fan base. When she was dating Travis Scott, as you can tell, she was more into the streetwear and edgy aesthetic, which conveniently attracted the attention and the support of his fan base. So that included having Black women's eyes on her and also, you know, hip hop culture enthusiasts. Now with Timothee, I don't know how you say his name. I'm sorry if that's wrong, Timothee. But now with Timothee, she is all artsy and more refined and more classy, and she's not really out there. It's more soft and reserved, and you know what I mean? So it's like not in your face, edgy hardcore like Travis Scott, because you know the raging and all of that. She's with Timothee now, and so she has to be a little more put together and clean girl aesthetic and softer pictures and angles and styles, all of it to fit in this perfect mold of the perfect girlfriend for Timothee. So again, coincidence? No, it's a PR move. It is a PR strategy. She knows what she's doing. And before anyone tries to come for me in the comments talking about y'all are thinking too deep about this, you are thinking too deep about everything, you need to go and research for yourself the KarJenner's history, especially when it comes to the Black culture and appropriation and profiting off of it, okay? This is not too deep. We're thinking about Kris Jenner, right? I mean, she used her daughter's whole sex tape to push their family into the public eye and get them a whole TV series, okay? Do you not get it? So, yes, there are plenty of things that I have overanalyzed. But when it comes to the KarJenner family, nothing they do is on accident. Every move they make is carefully orchestrated, and their brand strategy has proven to be effective time and time again. But as the whole celebrity culture is starting to be reevaluated and slowly dying, these celebrities are trying to do whatever they can to seem more relatable and to find some ways to earn our attention again. But lots of people are starting to think so much deeper about the facade and the image that they try to portray. And that is exactly why I'm making this video. So I want to say this because it's so important. This is why it is so important to understand the difference between a culture vulture, so someone who is trying to profit or has profited off of someone else's culture that is not theirs, genuine admiration, someone who respects and uplifts a culture, and a straight up PR and marketing stunt. Someone who shifts their identity to fit a new narrative in order to gain access to a new audience. Mic drop. But for real.
Ew, this is so cringe. Guilty.
I can never forget the Kanye era where Kanye was just using Kim as this little puppet. He does this to all his girlfriends. Like he did this with Julia Fox, what's her name, Bianca. I feel bad for her because it's like, girl, grow up. Like he's using you as like his little sideshow. And he mostly did that with Kim too. It's like they're trying to fit his aesthetic, and he sometimes makes them or like wants them to do it. It's like you can do whatever you want, but I definitely remember this. I mean, sure, he gave her more of a sense of style. Some of the outfits were just insane. It's like, you don't even know who you are, bro. And the way Kanye used to roast her was actually just crazy. It's like if he didn't like the outfit, he'd be like, bro, you look like you should be in jail or something. I don't know what he said, but there was this one thing he said that was hilarious. Like when they weren't talking, but he texted her, that outfit sucks. Yo, like please, what, this is a setup. Like he set you up with this. Some of the looks ate, but it was just like, yeah, no, you could just tell how Yeezy-fied she was. She would wear Yeezys every second of every day, the shoes head to toe. She was just trying to support her man, but like it was just so painfully obvious because then you could see the switch from when she was dating Kanye to when she started dating Pete, and then she became whiter.
So let's talk about Miss Kim K, okay? Kim has openly admitted to Kanye basically being the creative director of her brand, of her image, okay? He did style nearly every outfit that she wore, especially if she was going to be out with him in public. Kanye had creative control over Kim and what she wore. I mean, you guys just saw what him and his new wife wore at the Grammys 2025, the Grammys, okay? First of all, they weren't even invited. Little tangent, they weren't even invited to the Grammys, okay? But they had to come through and show Kanye's new piece and his wife wearing the most sheer she was basically naked, okay? You could see it all. There was nothing left to the imagination. So I know that she's a grown woman, just like Kim is a grown woman. They have free will, okay? But considering Kanye and the controlling vibes, I just really don't think that they had much say in it, okay? There has to have been some manipulation to it, because to go from never wearing anything like that, like Kim and the new wife, to go from never wearing shit like that to all of a sudden wearing it because you're with him, like, oh my God, I don't understand what people don't get. But okay, moving on. So we could sit here and say that these are simply grown women making their own choices. And while I do agree with that, this situation is more nuanced than that. Kanye's influence over any woman that he dates is undeniable. He quite literally shaped Kim's brand and her public image while being with her. But this is the interesting part, because unlike Kylie Jenner and Kourtney Kardashian, Kim's style pre and post Kanye did not completely change overnight. Yes, she dabbled in the Balenciaga futuristic era aesthetic, but Kim didn't lose her core aesthetic in the way that her sisters Kylie and Kourtney have. So would Kim still be wearing her structured, monochrome, futuristic looking era clothes if it wasn't for Kanye? That's debatable. But at least with Kim, hers wasn't as drastic or identity altering like her sisters.
That is so embarrassing for your life and your soul.
Now, Kourtney. Miss Kourtney Kardashian, pre-Travis Barker till now, it's like she went from just, this basic, health is wealth, mommy, to like wearing black, edgy as fuck, Hot Topic-esque. No, I'm just let me not shade her like that. But if you see Kourtney's style pre-Travis till now, it's like, okay, how old are you, Kourtney? I mean, like I said, no shade, but we just gotta state the facts, point out the facts. We gotta point out the obvious, okay? So, outside of what I think about her with Travis, Kourtney's change was so fucking obvious. It was so obvious. And out of all of her siblings, Kourtney and Khloe, their style is just really different when you think about Kim and Kylie, right? And, Kendall just always gets left out the mix, but I'm gonna throw Kendall in with her sisters, Kourtney and Khloe. Their style, not saying that they don't have taste, it's really just not something that's like remarkable or something that's iconic. They have had beautiful moments where they were styled very nicely. And the thing with Kourtney is that she's never tried to do anything as far as like culture appropriation or like using the Black community. That was strictly for Kylie's segment. For Kourtney's segment, it's just the very drastic change to her pre-wife style to her style now with her husband, Travis Barker. So I feel like it's obvious. Go on Pinterest and you'll see what I mean, okay? Type in Kourtney Kardashian on Pinterest and you will see the difference. And listen, I get it. When you're in a new relationship, you're happy. You just get married, you're happy. And you just want to be with that person all the time. And you just want to mesh with them. I mean, like, if I was dating a country guy, I might throw on some boots and a cowgirl hat, but I'm a dress it up and I'm a do it the way I would do it. Trading my whole wardrobe to match his? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Girl, you don't have to match him. You can compliment him, okay? Not all the time if you don't want to. There are ways to compliment your man without completely changing and altering your whole identity and style. Your clothing and the way that you dress is one of the most personal expressions of your identity. So whenever I see women like Kourtney or Kylie morph their whole identity to match the aesthetic of their man, it tells me that they don't have a firm sense of self. Because if you did, you wouldn't just be changing your style every 7 business days. And that's just me being a little shady, but like seriously, like every time they rotate a man or they get a new man, their identity and their style is changing. And if you have a strong sense of self and your personality and your style, you wouldn't be doing that. You understand it? You get me? But I feel like I've gone on about this long enough. So to really get to the ultimate point of this video, despite my annoyances with the KarJenner family, there is a difference between style and submission. Because at what point does it stop being influence and start being a whole identity loss? Because again, like I said before, there is a difference between complimenting your man's style and aesthetic versus conforming to fit the aesthetic of your partner. Okay? There is a difference between style changing and style evolving. Okay? If all of a sudden I come on here with a cowgirl hat and a button-up t-shirt with the sleeves rolled up, like I just got out the field with the animals, you guys will be like, bitch, what the fuck? That's exactly what I'm talking about with Kylie and every single little new boo she gets, and Kourtney with her new husband, okay? Okay, guys, that is the end of my KarJenner rant. I think I got enough off my chest. Let me know what you guys think about this below, okay? I would love to know your opinion, your point of view, your take on their style changing, okay? Thank you so much for watching today's video. I truly do appreciate you being here. If you have not done this already, go ahead and like, okay, and subscribe on your way out. It's just a boop boop, just a click, just like that, okay? Until next time, take care of yourself, okay? Put yourself first, love on yourself, okay? And I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye.